One.
Ku buka mata sambut mentari, nyalakan layar belajar lagi.
Sudah rindu kembali ke sekolah, tak sabar ingin segera bertemu lagi. Meskipun jauh namun di hati, tawa candamu selalu temani. Meski tak langsung menatapmu kawan, semangat belajarku takkan pernah padam. Walau hanya di rumah saja, takkan padam semangat di jiwa. Perjalanan yang ku lalui, kan ku bagi kisahnya denganmu nanti. Walau hanya di rumah saja, takkan padam semangat di jiwa.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you? I hope everyone are doing good today. To all respected teachers, guests, proud parents, and beloved students, welcome to Cikal Bincang Bincang. This is one of the many interesting and meaningful activities at Sekolah Cikal Playground of Learning Journey 2021 with theme Physically Distant, Virtually Connected. Thank you for coming today. First, let me introduce myself. I am Evi Ferawati, and I will be the moderator for today's session. Cikal Bincang Bincang Session 14 will discuss students' learning journey in Personal and Social Education or PSE program for Year 10, with the topic title, How We Survived the Last Year of Middle School. So here is a brief information for you. Year 10 is part of the IBMYP Middle Years Program. It is for students aged 11 to 16 years old, and the MYP is a 5-year program starting from year 6 to year 10 here at Sekolah Cikal. The MYP is a framework that encourages students to make practical connection between their studies and the real world. And in their final year of the program, which is in year 10, besides accomplishing all of the mandatory subjects, students are required to conduct their personal projects. Students who complete the MYP are then continue to undertake the IB diploma program in year 11 and 12. So back to our topic title today, how we survived the last year of middle school. We have 2 year 10 students from Sekolah Cikal Amri Setu who join us today for Bincang Bincang. They are Mahira Alula. Hi, Ula.
Hi Miss.
And Jade Helena Halderman. Hi, Jade.
Hi Miss.
Nice to meet you, and thanks for coming here.
Of course, I'm happy to be here.
Okay, but before we start, let me inform the audience that for the next 1 hour, we're going to enjoy the conversation, the Bincang Bincang with Ula and Jade, and there will be a recorded podcast of them sharing their survival guides, you know, the all experiences and tips for future year 10 students. And after that, there will be the Q&A session. So everyone, you are invited to participate in giving responses or asking questions in the provided chat box in YouTube. Ula and Jade here will be very happy to answer your questions. Okay, all right, Ula and Jade. My first question is, how are you today?
I am very.
Well, this is a pretty much an important question to ask since your topic is about surviving. So,
True.
how are you today, really?
I am proud. I'm proud I survived my last year of middle school, especially during this pandemic, you know?
Okay. And how about you, Ula?
Yeah. I also feel happy today, and I'm proudly relieved to share my experience, I guess.
Okay. So, speaking of your title, how we survived the last year of middle school. May I know what comes in your mind when you choose this topic and what is your aim for sharing this with others?
Okay, I think I'll go first. I think our delivery is trying to share and help, especially our audience or the lower grade. And by this, we get to share tips, advice on how we basically survived the last year of middle school. And I think this would be an interesting topic to talk as well, since some of our audience here are Chikal students.
Okay. Jake?
For me, I feel like the last year of middle school in year 10, especially in IB, we have a personal project, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty hard to communicate with our teachers and mentors in the time we actually really need to communicate. So this is how I want to help others and how to survive their probably next year of virtual school, which I hope will not be virtually.
All right. And then you have created a podcast, a recorded one to be played today. Why podcast? What sort of information that you have there?
We're talking about our experiences from the past year and the downside of this whole thing from the first time we had a virtual school, which is before even we started year 10, it was like the end of year 9.
All right.
I want to talk about how we transition from there to the final year 10.
Interesting. Okay, shall we watch the video now?
Sure.
Okay, let's play the video.
Hey everyone, I'm Jade. And I'm Ula. We are from Year 10 Scholastica Amri.
And today we're going to talk about our experiences from the hectic yet fun past year. So, how long have you been in Chikal?
I've been in Chika my whole life actually. You've been too, right?
Yeah.
We've been here since pre-kindy?
What is kakak? I think I'm from
Kakak?
Yeah. I think that.
I think I was here, it's like 4 or like 5 maybe. But like it was before first grade.
Why are you still Chikal?
So, I don't know actually, like the first time my sister was here, kan?
Oh yeah,
It was
I see.
Caitlin was here first, and my mom loved Chika because initially they didn't have any homework. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, when Chika first started, they never assigned homeworks to us, to students.
That's not fair. That's not. What happened now? Oh no.
But now, since parents are like begging the school to like give
No.
homeworks,
I
and they
see.
give homeworks, yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm staying in Chikal because, I mean, Chikal first of all has a nice environment.
You're true. It's very homey.
Yeah, like I don't think we have like, do we have like senoritas?
Señorita?
We don't really have that
We
in
don't have.
Chikal. It's such a friendly environment. That's
Yeah, we're friends with we're friends with our adik kelas and our class. So everything is just very friendly, which
Yeah.
we love.
why. Okay.
See, every year we have this Chika Cup and
Events.
Chika
Carnival.
Carnival, which we
So
get
fun.
together and create this amazing events at school, which I think brings us all better for it. The only downside of this whole year was because of the pandemic.
Yep.
Yeah, we weren't able to do it all face to face. Although we did piloting. You
Yeah,
did
it was
piloting, right?
It was pretty fun, I guess.
I didn't do anything. I was just at home and just doing everything from home. I was school from home.
Yeah, but I feel like piloting is like only for 2 hours, so it's like not much we could do. We only had like 2 subjects.
Really?
Yeah,
And it
not
was a
much.
bit confusing, but it was overall fine.
Mhm.
And we went through. Initially, it was only 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, it was only for 2 weeks.
It was only for 2 weeks, and my stuff is still in my locker.
Until now?
No, they already
Oh,
moved it out. But it was still in my locker, and everyone was just like, if you want to get your stuff, get your locker, and everything. And I'm like, I'm too lazy to go to school and get it, so I
Yeah.
didn't. And then just threw it all away.
But I remember when we first started like school from home.
Mhm.
Like we thought it was only for 2 weeks.
I
right?
know, we were all so excited for it too.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, yay! Only for 2 weeks, and then okay, adding up until now.
Yeah, it's been a year now.
Sad.
So,
More than a year.
yeah, actually, yeah, it has. It started even before we were
We
year
started
10.
in year 9.
Yeah, we started.
Then we were going to year 11.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know what? Honestly, I feel like childhood is robbed. My
Yeah.
childhood is robbed.
Exactly. Okay, now let's talk about our favorite activity in this past year during the pandemic. So, what is yours?
My favorite is biology for me. I
Uh-huh.
have 2 subjects that are my favorite actually. Biology for me, because we learned about like human DNA, and we actually did an experiment at home, which is fun because it was a home friendly experiment, so it wasn't dangerous at all, but we get the idea, you know what I mean? What's your favorite?
Wait, is it the strawberry?
Yeah,
and the-
strawberry one.
Ah, I
The
see.
strawberry and baking soda, was it?
Mhm.
The DNA was strawberry.
My favorite subject is English. I mean, it's always been English. I think
This
that
is good.
the assignment we had for the Virgin Suicide is really
Yeah.
fun. Like we get to watch the movie, read the book, because we use the same material for
Mhm.
2 of the terms. That's why I like it.
We had to read Virgin Suicide, which is as good as
Yeah,
Good.
I actually
Interesting.
like the book.
yeah.
It's really
I like the
interesting.
book. I like the book and the
Like,
movie overall.
yeah, I didn't really procrastinate to read. I do want to read. That's why.
Yeah, so they gave us a really interesting book for us to read, and it was fun.
Mhm.
So that's my favorite. That's good. I like English too. My favorite year 10. I think the most memorable part of year 10 was personal project.
I see.
What was yours?
I think even though it's such a hectic process, like contacting our supervisor is
True.
hard as well. But I just like the fact that we actually get to create a product. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a way to kill time during pandemic, and also there is a result to it. And the fact that we can pick our own topic or our product, I think that's fun.
Yeah. What was your action?
My action is creating a platform about child abuse.
Oh, that's so like that was deep. Mine is normal. Mine is just interesting. I guess mine was making perfume
Mhm.
for my background, cultural background, which is fun. I had to create a perfume, but it was pretty hectic, yeah. Because we all had a timeline. Okay, first of all, we had a timeline. Second of all, it was home, so we had to do everything ourselves.
That's true.
We had
That's
to
true.
contact our mentors at home and then our supervisors. It was just like finding the perfect time for us and our mentors to meet was a bit difficult.
Yeah. We didn't even meet them in real life.
Yeah.
Not even once.
Not even once. It was through calls,
Mm,
Zooms and stuff.
yeah. So now talking about PP itself, and it also relates to IB learner profile. So did you develop any during this pandemic?
Honestly, like I developed a lot actually. First of all, open-minded,
Mhm.
because you have to be open-minded to try new things during this pandemic. You have to try various different learning process, and then you have to learn how to manage your own time. Risk takers, definitely. You have to be willing to do something in order to achieve, especially in like pandemic.
Yeah.
You know, communicator is also something I developed. What's yours?
I also developed communicator, principled, and reflective. I think it's the fact that also like in a communicating in a way, I don't think we can survive this pandemic without communicating to each
Yeah,
other.
definitely.
Like even if it's just with friends or family, I think it helps us survive this pandemic.
What are you talking? What about principle? What was it about?
Oh, the fact that I think it relates more to my PP My personal project.
Yeah.
is the fact that we're trying to also change the society, not only us, and it's harder for us to reach our target audience during this pandemic.
True.
I think that's why, like, trying to influence people is hard, especially during a personal project.
But your personal project actually reached the audience, right? It was a platform.
It was
think
on
it
Instagram.
It was good. What about the other skills we developed?
For me, I think I developed my time management skills and management skills.
You're right. Oh my god, that's actually so good.
In a way, I became more productive, but also not. Like, I had a phase where I was very productive. Like, I had my to-do list, like calendar, and there are times where it's a little downside, so that's why.
I mean, it's never stable
Yeah.
during this pandemic. It's always like up, down, up, down, up, down, and it's fine, you know?
How about yours?
Mine is research skills and thinking skills, because it was very independent, you know? Most of our schools are independent learning juga, so we have to be, our research skills has to be on point, because teachers are like there to be like, I'm here if you need me, just text me, but I also want to do it independently, so thinking skills also need to be developed. Also did develop, actually.
I see. Alright. Now,
I want you to listen carefully because we are about to give some tips.
yep, exactly. So for our adik class, or for anyone who wants to know how we survived the last year of MYP, this is how. What are your tips, G?
For me, having a planned week. So every week you have to plan out things you want to do, will do, and have to do. You know, so it's kind of like Ula's to-do list juga, but it's not of a timeline. So maybe like do INS project at Monday. So fully you do INS project. So it has to be planned out thoroughly throughout the week, you know?
Oh, I see.
And then take breaks when you have to. Chikal give you break like 10 minutes each subject. So you take it, you know? Don't just like watch YouTube or whatever. Because it hurts your eye eventually. And always have a snack around because I know how draining school life during the pandemic can be. What's yours?
So, I guess the first one is also to-do list. So I have like my personal sticky note. I think I have it here. There you go. Yeah, I have it here in my
Oh my
laptop.
god.
It's so messy. It's so messy.
So good actually.
But it's not in order. Like, I have resources and then homeworks and
Oh my god.
what is this? I don't even know what this is. I have some random notes on my to-do list, so that's one. I think if you're able to manage it, it'll be really helpful. And then second is maintain our sleeping schedule. I know that because we have school from home, like we have all the time and freedom to like, sleep around, because we can also do school from our bed. But the fact that we also need to maintain our schedule and, you know, health in general, it's really important to sleep early or wake up early. I think do the ideal schedule like in real life. And then third is take a walk. I don't do that anymore. But taking a walk, I mean, you know, fresh air, like let's say in the morning, or just go out on your yard and then walk around breathing oxygen, basically.
Breathing oxygen.
Fresh air. I think that's really important. It's a way to relieve stress.
Yeah, you're right. Have something to keep your mind busy. So, like, you don't have to think so much on school, and if you're done with school, let it be done. Like, do something else in the meantime. And then if you're, like, if you're fresh, or if your mind wakes up more at nighttime, then do your homework at nighttime, but also have a limit, because the next day you have to wake up again and stuff like that. Because I am guilty of doing that. And it's not good. I do homeroom in bed.
Same. I think everyone does it at this moment.
Yeah. And
do
like,
you do exercises?
I do actually. I do things near my house, so that's good.
I see.
So to keep me, you know, like stressful. But don't procrastinate, even though that's so tempting. Don't.
Yeah. It'll take a longer time for you to actually meet your result if you procrastinate.
Yeah. And don't hide from your teachers, because
Yes.
yeah, kan?
Yes.
Chico
Bother
teachers.
them. Hunt for them. I don't care.
Yeah, actually, like, go, like, ask, and
Yeah.
because Chico teachers are pretty friendly and like they will help you. They won't like be like, "Kenapa kamu kayak gini?" They won't do that. They will be like, "Okay, let me help you. This is what it is." They're very active.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid.
And I feel like, because I don't know, hopefully next year we don't have online school. But a lot of people in the meeting calls, they were so quiet. Like, not a lot of people answer the questions as well. I feel like you should be more active. I think we should do that too. We should do that too.
That's our tips for us.
Okay, next year hopefully.
Next year hopefully will be better.
Amen.
Do you have like a memorable like moment in class?
In class, I feel like mostly in Miss Zulf, I don't know. I just have a lot of
In biology class?
in biology class. She's such a fun teacher. Guys. That's all I can say. What else?
For me it would be Payogi, my PE teacher.
Yeah.
He's always like upbeat, you know, and low-key. he would be laughing in there. No one else would laugh, but I was like,
Payogi, are you watching this?
Payogi, you're my new favorite teacher.
Okay. What else? Who else?
Parusi and Miss F is very formal too.
Yeah. They're like a duo.
Yeah,
They became a duo.
They are, yeah, true. So we're talking about our English teacher right now. So Bu Effie and Parusdi is very formal. I don't know what else to describe them.
Yeah. They're, I don't know. They're like a iconic duo.
Our teachers created a platform for us, so we all get to learn together. And sometimes we mix classes gitu kan.
Yeah.
And I think that helped us, you know, understand better.
I see. Yeah. And also like some of the class were recorded. That's what
So we can watch
do.
again.
Yeah, math. Like sometimes we don't have classes for standard. You were standard, right?
Yeah, it was standard.
But you're not in the standard class.
No, I'm not in standard class, which is fine actually. I get to learn on an extended level, like process, which is difficult, but it was okay. Like I could keep up with it.
I see.
Miss Enda, my math teacher, was good too.
Okay, good luck to us. Okay.
Good luck to you and good luck to us.
You
That's all for today's talk, everybody.
So thanks for watching and listening.
We hope you enjoyed our story.
I'm Ula.
And I'm Jade.
Yeah, we're done.
We have to-
Okay, all right. What a nice podcast. You guys make all the misery sounds easy. Okay. So, as we all have watched the video, we can acknowledge that you have a very challenging year in year 10. Basically came from two main factors. Number one, you all academic obligation in your last year of middle school. And the second one, the learning situation during pandemic. Okay, so my question is, let's say that the first factor, you know, the academic obligation is something that you have expected to come. But for the second one, the pandemic that result in changes of learning process, it is something beyond your expectation, beyond our expectation, and bring you difficulties. How does it impact you and how you cope with that?
Okay. I feel like because there are unknowing challenges that just came right in the middle, and I think it took us a step back from what we have to expect. Honestly, I have to deal with my mentality as well, not only my academics, because it does relate to each other. And if I don't maintain my mental health, I don't think I'm going to go through it. But as what we also say in our podcast, we have a lot of support, and also we receive our communications and negotiation with other students, let's say our friends and our teachers, even our parents. I think it's such a helpful impact throughout this learning.
Yeah, and especially for in year 10, like we expected for it to be hectic, especially in with the PP process, but an unknown challenge came in the way, and it was a lot stressful, but we could get through it, you know, like it's just a step-by-step process that I think helped us grow as an individual and as a student in TL.
Wise answer. Okay, thank you. And a second question. Okay. Suppose that you were given a chance to choose the time you experience the pandemic, the learning from home situation? Would you rather having it on your first year of MYP or in your last year of MYP?
For me, would be last year.
Why
It
is
feels
that?
like it's the last step of something, and although it may be sad, but I've known my friends and my teachers from before, from the past year, so it can help me, process everything easily. Unlike the first years, maybe very new to the whole academic thing. So I would probably choose the last year. What about you, La?
I definitely understand that. Let's say taking it last year would probably not be like a scary step or like a jump throughout the whole process. But it's also sad to think that out of all your effort and it began to came into a celebration or a result that you can't really cherish with other people since it's online as well. And we should not forget that we also have a next step because after MYP we have DP, and I think that's really unfortunate, but I have to go with the last year of MYP as well.
Okay. So for you, it's better to have it like, even though you don't wish this to happen, but
Yeah.
then should you choose then the last year of MYP? All right. So how about the other students who maybe, because we grade really back to normal, but then let's say that the year 5 student who will be year 6 students, first year of MYP. What do you think their challenge will be?
I see. I think for MYP, you have to maintain every of your tasks because I think now every task in general was graded. And since it's harder for teachers to see our learning process, they grade it from our assignments. And I feel like in that part, we just need to get our minds straight and be more focused, find your comfort zone since you have the opportunity to, let's say, study alone. If someone is better off that way, I think you need to find your comfort zone. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, and in year 6, you were immediately exposed to gadgets. When we moved from year 5 to year 6 in CBB Setu, we literally have to carry our laptops around, but we don't need it often, but we just carry them just for safety measures in case we need to do something online. But for when you're doing virtually, it has to be like on your desk at all times on, and I think that can immediately expose them to many things, especially in such a young age.
Okay. Okay, so year 5 student, yeah, who listen to this podcast or Cika Bincang Bincang, then you can take notes on it. All right. So, okay. In YouTube chat box, you have Miss Devi and Miss Rusty send hi to you.
Hello back.
Pak Rusdi said yes, English.
Okay, suicides.
But then it comes in my mind just now, like, okay, you told, like you informed in the video that Pak Rusdi and I looks like dynamic duo. But you don't consider us as Mr. and Mrs. Lisbon, right? Who very strict to the children.
No.
No, you give us many easy assignments.
Okay.
And it's also fun and interesting. Honestly, when I read it, it doesn't feel like a task at all. Like, I just forgot there was summative and formative as such a thing. It was not labeled, so I just feel like I had to do it. No pressure.
And I was reading Virgin Suicides, right? And I just fell asleep without reading it because it was like, I don't know, very calming and soothing.
All right. Okay, and then I just want to inform the audience, remind the audience again that we are open for questions for you. So if you have any question, then type the question in the chat box, YouTube chat box here, and then your friends here, Ula and Jade, will be glad to answer the questions. Okay, Next is PSE, personal and social education, because you bring this topic under the PSE program. Okay. Uh, okay, this is the information that I know about PSE program. Okay, that this program focuses on students' personal, social, emotional, and physical development. Okay, and then the discussion in the classroom sometimes can be incorporate with the current events. And then I just want to ask, how is it in your PSE 10? What did you discuss with your teacher in this year?
For the first semester, we talked about how our emotions were, trying to regulate our emotions during this pandemic and virtual school. And I think the subject helped us a lot trying to find if we're okay, like being at home and having to constantly do schedules all the time. But yeah, I think we were just focusing on our emotional and mental health in the first semester.
Yeah, honestly, I think mental health is our main discussion. We also had like an open forum for all students to share their experiences and even talk about uh, their mental health during this pandemic. And I feel like in a way we can support each other. We also got additional knowledge on how we should handle our skills and studying technique. We got like methods from different sources of how we should handle and maybe regulate our studying style. And I think it's really beneficial.
Yeah,
Oh,
finding our studying style. We did that actually.
okay. Oh, interesting. Yes, I think it's a very important topic to be discussed with the students. Okay, and then do you also plan your future academic path in diploma program with your PSE teachers? To discuss the consideration of your choices to be made in the IB diploma program.
Yeah. I think that we also got additional help because, in a way, we're also in the middle of, let's say, our next 2 year process on choosing our majors, and I feel like having a self-reflection talk and also with our PSC teachers, it helps us to bring out our strength and weaknesses. So in a way, we know what we should pursue, and I feel like during the times I had some difficulties on choosing the classes and courses I should take. And now I know what could support me or maybe being a form of another challenge for my next years. Indeed.
Yeah, and with my PSC teacher, I had like 2 extra meetings just for me to figure out what I want to do and what's best for me during college. And, I'm going to tell you a story of how I found out my college. For me, my teacher was like, "What do you look for in college?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't want to be in boring lectures all day." And she was like, "Oh, you should go to this applied sciences, college of applied sciences." And that's how I figured out that's what I want to pursue in college. Not applied sciences, but how they teach is not only theory, but you actually have to do it. So PSE really helped me not only find my studying technique and what I do best if I can study, but they also helped me choose subjects on which is best for my future career and for my college.
Okay. Okay, and then since next year you're going to be a DP student, what are experiences that you have learned this year that can benefit you in next year? And what you think that it will not work anymore?
I don't know what won't work anymore, but having to adapt to situations quickly, having to be independent, but also I don't know, having to willing to learn. And I feel like that's really important, especially during this time. I've been online for a week, for a year, and now going back to school, having to adapt quickly is very important. I feel like that's the one. I don't know what I won't get, but that's the one.
Yeah, I understand. I think that throughout all these skills, we still are going to need it in DP, or maybe we should explore another skill. But beyond that, I don't think we had to drop any knowledge that we learned from MYP, because I feel like every step it gives us benefit. So maybe in a way we could reform what we learned in MYP and explore it more in deep.
Yeah, develop more.
Develop more. Okay. Suppose that when you were in the first year of DP, you noticed that maybe one or two programs that you think suit you now will not suit you later. What would you do with that? Maybe it's not like what you expect to happen.
I see. Well, now that I am familiar with the differences that I also have been shared by our teachers, that of course in DP there will be more work and sudden changes on assignments, and I think we need to get ready for that, because we also take high levels, right, Jade? I think we also have several classes that we take together.
Together.
Yeah, we also got that. So I feel like we need to be prepared, knowing that we have taken the risk of different levels, and we should all be ready for that.
Yeah, and I feel like you should be committed to what you choose, although you don't like it, but you have to just try your best, because it will help you in the future. Every subject will help you in the future.
Okay. This is such an amazing session. Any last word from you, Mahira, Alula, and Jade Halderman?
I feel like, because I hope the audience here could be comfortable enough to listen and take our advice, and maybe you guys could also reach out to us if you have any questions, or what should be taken from the advice, and let's say further explanation on what MYP is like and how to be ready for it. I think, it could be open for anything. So
yeah, just contact us if you want. I mean, we still have a lot to learn, so that's the advice that we want to give out from the past year of being online.
I see. And if you know us personally, I think you guys should feel free to contact us, or maybe let's say on our Instagram, it's our name as well. Full names. So yeah.
Okay. It is a very, very thoughtful session we have here, and then so many good information and good insight from you guys. And hopefully all of our audience, students or teachers or even parents, making some inspiration and some benefit from watching your session today. Okay. So, Jade and Ula, on behalf of all teachers, advisors, and mentors who teach Year 10, I would like to say we are proud of you. It is an honor for us to witness, our students' commitment, enthusiasm, and also perseverance in doing your best on what you have learned through our virtual classroom in this spatial year. I know this is not easy, but like what I said before, you make misery sound easy. Okay, and I wish you and all of Year 10 students good luck for your next journey in diploma program.
Thank you, Miss. Thank you, all the teachers.
So, audience, I would like. So I think this is the end of the session, but I would like to remind you all that this event doesn't stop today. After this session, there are still some other stream event on Sekolah Cikal official YouTube, like Cikal Bincang Bincang, Cikal Talk, short courses, and fun activities. Okay, the nearest one will start at 2 p.m. So you can also visit our virtual gallery that exhibit hundreds of students' work from various subjects. So in the end, I'd like to say thank you one more time to all of you here today, fellow teachers, students, proud parents, and also our respected guests, Ula and Jade. Thank you for having me as your host, and have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.
you, Ula. Thank you, Jade.
Thanks, Miss.
Thumbs up for you.
Ku buka mata sambut mentari, nyalakan layar belajar lagi.
Sudah rindu kembali ke sekolah, tak sabar ingin segera bertemu lagi. Meskipun jauh namun di hati, tawa candamu selalu temani. Meski tak langsung menatapmu kawan, semangat belajarku takkan pernah padam. Walau hanya di rumah saja, takkan padam semangat di jiwa. Perjalanan yang ku lalui, kan ku bagi kisahnya denganmu nanti. Walau hanya di rumah saja, takkan padam semangat di jiwa. Perjalanan yang ku lalui, kan ku bagi kisahnya denganmu nanti. Walau hanya di rumah saja, takkan padam semangat di jiwa. Perjalanan yang ku lalui, kan ku bagi kisahnya denganmu nanti. Oh, this is my journey, so come and join with me. Na 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 na.
Oke,